Hello, hello, everyone. How are you all doing today? Oh, so good to see you here, Dr. Maria. How are you all? Hi, Valentina. Yoga. Wow, good to see you all. Okay, so today we are talking about the 4 things you can do to sell your premium offer in the next week. And I just want to tell you guys that the reason why this is so important, why I wanted to talk about this, is because I know that results don't take time. You're thinking it's going to take me a long time to sell my premium offer. I need to make a lot of upgrades. I really need to change a lot of things. It's just going to take me time. Like, who am I to charge so much now? Who am I to just raise my price? It's going to take a while for people to warm up to my new price, right? Like, give me a yes in the comments if you have in the back of your mind some of these things. Give me a yes in the comments if you feel like it might just take some extra time. Hey, Mar, how are you? Good to see you, love. Oh my God, so many amazing faces here. So many more people joining. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello, hello. My goodness, so many people. Okay. So as I was saying, it's really important, and this live stream is important, and what I'm gonna be sharing with you today is important because results don't take time. Results take courage. I want you to write that down. Results don't take time, results take courage. I learned that from one of my friends, Alex Moscow, who said that to me once, and it totally changed my life. I stopped in my business. I stopped thinking that it was going to take me a long time to create results. And I realized that all that it came down to was me deciding that I would have the courage to do it now. And so I want to really give you all the opportunity to be in this space where you don't, what if your client was there already? What if you already had somebody who was willing to pay what you want in your current audience? What if you already were connected in your network with somebody who needed your help? And I want to invite you to bring that vision closer to you, because right now where you may be at is it's distant, right? Give me a 1 in the comments if you feel like it's distant to charge, whether it's my 10K price or my 20K price or my 6-figure price, or even just distant. It feels distant to just have consistent clients just coming in, right? Give me a 1 in the comments if that feels that way. Like, it feels like it's over there and you're over here and there's all these things in the middle. And so I want you to know that it doesn't take time, it takes courage. And I want you to bring that awareness to, or that mentality to, what we're going to be talking about today. And also, I want to invite you to, we're going to go deeper into what we're going to be sharing today. We're going to go deeper into those 4 elements next week. Next week is when I host the Premium Client Accelerator, which is a training that I have never done before, and it's free. And in 4 days, I'm going to share with you how we can help you raise your price, raise your belief, and shift the way that you're selling your offer so that you can start signing premium clients. So we're going to focus on upgrading your offer, upgrading the anatomy of what goes in it, upgrading your belief in your price, and talking about your marketing, because you can have the most amazing offer in the history of the world of the coaching space. But if you don't know how to talk about it, if you don't know how to sell it, if you don't know how to confidently describe the value that you bring, you are going to be experiencing crickets over and over again. And so I want to invite you to come, and I'm going to drop the link here in just a second. Let's see. Register. I'm curious, who has already registered for it? Give me a me in the comments. Have you registered already? Bella says me. Look at Maria, Lisa. All of you should be in there. I can't believe everybody's not saying yes. Carolina. Everybody needs to get on that link now. It's one of the most powerful trainings. I have never taught what I'm going to be teaching you there. In terms of how to design your offer in a way where you feel really confident in your ability to deliver. Because what I see with coaches is that the fear that they have in charging premium is thinking that now they have to give their kidneys and their liver to their clients. And now it's like, you owe basically your client your whole life because you charge 10K or because you raise your price or because you doubled it. And that is all working hard mentality. That is all, we're going to clean that up. We're going to clean that up. So make sure that you register. What's the price? It's free. It's free. Virginia, so sign up now. I know it sounds that good, huh? Doesn't it sound so good? It's like, it's that valuable. Okay. So here is what we're going to be talking about today. I actually want to get an understanding of, you are here because do you want to raise your price or do you want to sell the current price that you're at? Why are you here? Give me a little insight in the comments. You want to raise your price? Okay, Valentina says raise. Virginia says, okay, yes, it's free, join. You want to raise your price. Okay, cool. Okay, so you want to raise your prices, start at a high price. I love that. Why not start premium and stay premium? Why do we have the mentality that we have to start low? I've always been under the belief that I can start premium and stay premium. In fact, my lowest price was $6,000 for 3 months. And the moment that I signed that client at $6,000 for 3 months, you know, my thought was I should have charged more. I was like, because I knew the quality of delivery that I was going to offer. And it was such an easy yes that I was like, oh, I think she could have totally paid more. And she was ready to pay more. I think she was like, oh, this is a really good deal. And so I want you to know that if you're just beginning your journey or transitioning to coaching and you are highly qualified, there's totally the paradigm where you can just start premium. Actually, that's what I did. For those of you who are wanting to raise your price, what I want to do in this live stream as I share the 4 things, and just for everybody, I want you to rate yourself from 1 to 10 in each one of these 4 categories that we're going to go through, and just get awareness around the things that you need the most coaching around, so that you bring that next week. And as I will be teaching and I will be coaching, and then you can really focus on those areas where you feel like you have the lowest score. And then we can focus on that next week when you come to the training. So who's ready to hear the 4 things? Give me a me in the comments if you're ready. Awesome. So good. Okay. So the first thing I want to tell you, and I want to, when you are in my world, things don't happen in an average kind of speed of time. Like things get sped up quickly. And so I know you're in your world right now and you have your life and there's kids around, and then you have your whole mentality, your whole belief system. But when you come into this space, these Zoom rooms, this coaching, when we are together, I want you to pause what you're doing or what you're believing, even just for the time that we're together, because that will pull you down like gravity. Your peers thinking, the people that you see online, all of that world that you're in right now, we all have different worlds. It all has an impact in your ability to raise your belief and to raise your standards and to enter a new paradigm. And I want you to have the least amount of ties to your current reality, because I want to help you propel into not being pulled down by gravity, by other people's beliefs. And so know that as we coach, you're going to have thoughts that are going to be like, but, and I just want you, just for the time that we are in these Zoom rooms, that you just pause. You can go back to your beliefs about people won't pay me, I don't know if I'm ready, all of that, maybe after we finish the Zoom. But just for the time that we're here, I want you to play in the realm of possibility that things can be different, because that's going to help you integrate things a lot faster. So I want to give you an example. The first thing that I do with my clients, and the first thing that we need to do in order to sell your premium offer next week, is we need to understand, where are you at in your confidence on a scale of 1 to 10? We were to rate it. How confident are you in your belief that you just get to be a premium coach that people pay more next week? Like that you don't have to wait, that you don't have to pause or halt or review or revise or meditate or whatever, do some kind of certification, meditation, medicine journey to then now be ready. Like, where are you at in your belief that it can happen quickly? And just rate yourself. And you're not allowed to rate 7. 7 is always people hide in their sevens. So you're either a 6 or you're either an 8. We're no longer we're not available for 7s. Oh, Natasha said 7. So 7 is such a, it just hides you. We can just hide in 7s. You don't have to even post it in chat if you don't want to, but I want you to notice how quickly do you believe that is possible? That it's possible that you already are ready, that you already have what it takes, that you have the tools, that you are the type of person that just gets to be in the coaching space as a premium coach, that even though all your peers are still working by sessions or selling $1,000 for 100 months, like, coaching packages, that you get to be different. Like, how deeper can you get into that belief? Are you a 10, like, yeah, fuck yes, I'm ready? Or are you like, I feel like I need to wait for this and this and this to align? Valentina says 9.9. Okay, let me just read some of your scores. I want to see where everyone's at. Lisa says 8. Gabby says 8. Okay, so we have a lot of 8s. Vina says 10. Look at that. Jan says 8. Okay, we're not allowing 7, Sarah. So rate again. Mar says 6. Love the honesty. Okay, great. Okay, so tell me why. And I want to hear why. Why are you the score that you gave yourself? You can write it down. You can think about it. You can share it. You don't have to share it. But I want you to be aware of what comes up. Venus says, I know my results deliver. Ooh, Venus, you're going to love next week. I believe in myself and I have a lot to give. Amazing. I feel like I need to justify. Mar says, Mark, come next week. We're going to talk about this next week. Sarah, I'm just beginning. Natasha says, I feel like I know my value, but feeling resistant to working more right now. Okay, love it. People get transformed. So notice that your ability to, like, notice how some people here say, I'm ready. I got this. Let's go. Why wouldn't you adopt their belief system? Why wouldn't you just get there today? Why not believe that your program delivers amazing results? What is stopping you from just operating in the paradigm that all clients that come to you always get what they came for? Because that's where I operate. And there are clients here who are in my mastermind, who have been in my mastermind. And I guarantee that if you ask them, what did you get from Magnetize and Monetize? Do you feel satisfied? They will tell you yes. Because I hold the belief that they always get what they came for. It can get exactly what they need. And so what holds you back from believing deeper in your clients first, knowing that they're going to get exactly what they came for? Now, this is this question is not dangerous. I don't want to say the word dangerous, but this question is only for those of you, and I know all of you in this room are the type of coach that cares about your client. So this is not for coaches who just want to make money and then like ghost a client. This is for coaches like you. You are here. You care so deeply for your clients. And so that's why I want to stretch you to shortcut the timeline and notice all the reasons that you have put in the way for you to believe that you just get to be a premium coach that people want to work with like next week. We first have to get ourselves to that paradigm. Let's see what you guys are saying. I give them the recipe, but I am the sauce. That's an interesting and fun thought. I love it. Okay. So the first thing is understanding what are the traits? What are the belief systems that a coach who sells with integrity, a premium coach who sells with integrity, who creates amazing results for their clients, what would be the thoughts and beliefs that they have about themselves in order to actually be a magnetic match to their clients? And so notice whatever rating you gave yourself, that's awesome. What would it take to take it to a 10? And so that's the second question. Like, so why do I believe this now? What would it take for me to get to a 10? What would it take for me to get to a 10? And that's your work. And that's what I want you to bring to next week, because on day one, actually, we're going to talk about the specific traits that, like, I'm going to give you the answer to this question, basically, like, how can we take you to a 10? I'm literally going to share with you the 4 factors that differentiate coaches who charge 6 figures or 5 figures or whatever for their offers, and coaches who are still at the belief of $500 for a course and who feel like that's where they need to be stuck. So next week, we're going to coach on that. But right now, I just want you to bring awareness to, why do I believe I can have it now? And what would need to be different about me in order for me to believe that it can happen quickly. Okay. So good. More people keep coming. Oh my gosh. What's up, Jay? Oh my gosh. So many fun people here. Okay. Now, the second thing that we need to do, and this is one of my favorite things to do with my clients, is we need to elevate the anatomy of your offer. Now, next week, we're going to talk about what that anatomy is. So right now, I want you to rate your confidence on a scale of 1 to 10. You cannot use 7. And answer, where is my confidence at in the way that I designed my offer? Do I love it? How much do I love it? If I had, and this is a question where you will know, if I gave you 10 clients who paid you the price that you desire, would you be celebrating and feeling elated and excited? Or would you feel, oh, fuck, now I have to deliver all this work? And just notice that in the body. Would you feel like, oh my God, now I have to get on all these calls. Now I have to give all these extra bonuses and all these extra Voxer supports and bonus calls? Or do I feel like this is the perfect offer, the perfect structure that is going to support me and is going to support them? Natasha says, funny, I wrote that and didn't mean to send it. 5. Obviously, it's time for you to be seen and held accountable to elevating your standard, Natasha. Valentina says, excited and I feel a little imposter syndrome. So here's what I want to tell you, that it's perfectly normal that you feel a little wobbly in your offer, because the moment that we raise the price and we think about raising the price, that literally our brain immediately says, oh, but how do I justify it? How do I make sure that they think is valuable? And so what I want to teach you next week is what needs to happen for you to feel really confident in the internal anatomy of your offer, meaning what goes in it, the call, all of that structure that feels really light, delicious, and spacious, so that you can really scale your business without burning out, which is my specialty, like supporting you in attracting premium clients so that you can earn more without having to work more. But also creating a container where people get results. Because when I talk about premium offers, and I don't know if you guys seen in my socials, but I started this conversation about high ticket offers and what people think about coaches who charge high ticket, what people think about it. And he was so fascinated to witness all people's opinions and their limitations around what it means to charge premium. And a lot of people had a lot of stories that, you know, when you charge high ticket, it's like you're stealing from people and that they're not going to get the results that most coaches who charge high ticket don't deliver. And that couldn't be further from the truth. I'm an example. My clients are examples of charging premium and delivering an amazing result. The thing is that most marketing coaches only teach marketing, and they don't focus on supporting you with the delivery, with how do you design a really amazing container that sets up your clients for success, so that the pressure is not on your shoulders, but you empower them. And so that there's not this codependent relationship that you have with your clients now, because that's always going to limit you, right? If you're always kind of like treating them like children, oh, are you okay? Because you feel guilt that they paid you a lot of money. So we need to clean all of that up. And that goes inside of the second thing, which I want you to rate yourself on, that we're going to be talking about next week, which is the anatomy of your offer. So what is the structure? What is the delivery? But also on an external level, how confident do you feel in your ability to articulate the value of your offer? So what's your promise? What is the process that you take people through? Do you have that clear? And I want you to rate yourself. Like, you may have invested a lot of time in designing the container, and you're like, yes, I've invested all this time. Now, of course, people are going to come, and I'm sorry to break it down for you, but if you don't know how to simply and succinctly talk about your offer, people are not going to buy it from you. And so that's the second thing. It's kind of like twofold in the confidence of your offer. Are you confident in the container, and are you confident in talking about it? And I want you to rate yourself in that, because I'm gonna give you the 3 elements to communicate the value next week. But I want you to know, where are you at in that rating? All right, so let's see what you guys are saying. Natasha said, yes, the justification piece, this programming is so icky. Okay, Mar says 6. Mar, I wonder if you're actually a 6. I think maybe your 6 is like a 7. So maybe what if you don't use 6 or 7? Are you a 5 or are you an 8? Okay, fine. I'm going to allow some 6s, but I don't know. You keep rating 6. I don't know. Natasha says, my confidence is in teaching is 10. Confidence in communicating my offer is 5. Oh my God. So I love that, because so many of you probably feel that, right? You're such great teachers. Somebody can come to you and you will solve their problem, but talking about it to the public and like enticing them to come is a whole other different skill set. And so right now, what you're doing to communicate the value is you're talking about the nitty gritty of what you do. Like, I'm going to talk about this next week, but I'll give you an example. It's like a relationship coach who I see this all the time, because I just hired a dating coach recently, and she is a great marketer. Like, she's a great marketer. And she was saying in her marketing, like, my actual problems, like how to stop attracting unavailable men and ignite, like something about like igniting their devotion, like a men's devotion, like consistently, something like that, right? I'm like, yes, that's what I want. And I see other coaches who talk about like how to heal your wounding from childhood to really clear the energetics to attract a soulmate twin flame. And it's like, what? I don't think about childhood wounding. Like, no, I just know that it's all these unavailable people. That's my problem. And so when you, as an expert, use your own coach language to talk about your offer, you think you're doing the right thing and you're being in integrity, and you're like, I'm telling you the truth, but your client doesn't register it because they're not even aware that that's the problem. So that, I want you to rate yourself in your ability to communicate in a compelling way the value of your offer versus using like coach speak. Where do you feel at in that rating? And make sure you come, because next week on day 3 and 4, we're going to be doing that. Actually, in day 4, we're going to be doing that, which is precise messaging. Okay, so love it. Mars says 3, Justin says 5, Venus says 5, Valentina says 5. And it makes total sense, because that's why you guys are here in my world, because that is my specialty. In case you didn't know, by the way, my name is Juliana Garcia. And I help coaches clarify their message, specifically their marketing message, the words they use to attract premium clients. And so I help you, and me and my team, we help you in optimizing the words that you use that attract, empower clients who are ready to pay, who are ready to get results, who are ready to receive your coaching, who honor their payments, who are a yes to your guidance, and who are not feeling in victimhood or resistance to what you offer. So I help you kind of collapse the timeline to get to the clients that you desire. And this is not just my own experience, but it's the experience of my clients that work with me. Like, I was just doing some interviews with clients from the Magnetize and Monetize Mastermind of this round. And Christina, she tripled her prices and started enrolling to the same audience. We tweaked her offer a little bit. And for the same audience, she tripled her prices and she started signing clients who paid her in full for the same program. All because we upgraded her language, we upgraded her energy, we upgraded the way she communicated the value of the program. And so you don't have to work harder and create funnels and create really complex things to attract more clients or do ads. It's just in the language and the frequency of your communication that will attract the right people. Yes, she's amazing. Gabby says, who is a dating coach? We'd love to check out their marketing and messaging. Her name is, I don't know how to pronounce it. Gio. Her name is Gio. Is like the best coach. Just Google Gio Tocanelli. I don't want to butcher her name. I bought one of her courses, and then I hired one of her support coaches. like her marketing is just amazing. She's very focused on what I teach, which is clarifying your message. She's already done that. And she's a very, like the kind of work that you guys do, like very deep internal inner work, but she's really good at translating it to words. Okay. Now, who is ready for the third thing that you need to do in order to sell your offer within the next week? Give me a 1 in the comments. More people. Yes. Okay, guys. Well, this is one of my favorite topics because it's really where I bring a lot of unique perspective. And this is where most of the gravity that I was telling you about happens for most coaches. And this is when people come into my containers, they like completely propel and elevate, and they don't create like average results. It's not like incremental wins. It's like exponential wins, because the belief that I hold when it comes to your price, which is the third thing that we need to do, is elevate your confidence in your price. And the way that I help you do that, we're going to talk about that next week. And I'm going to give you an exercise that is totally going to put down to rest for the rest of your life any qualms or wobbles that you have around the desired number that you want to charge, because it's very practical. Yes, we do a lot of mindset work when it comes to believing in your price, but there's a very practical way to quote unquote justify the price for yourself. And you don't even need to communicate this to your clients. But once you have it in your body, like the understanding as to why this price is such a no-brainer, even if it's $10,000 for 3 months of dating, like being like as a dating coach, which is what I just paid. Like that seems crazy to some people to pay for dating 3 months. What's the guarantee? And it's like, what, like it doesn't even matter right now, because the way that my coach is sold on her price is so clear and he's so abundant and he's so solid that it makes total sense for me. So I'm going to show you how to do that in an exercise, but I want you to start rating yourself. Where is my confidence when it comes to my price? If I was going to give you a sales call tomorrow and you were to say your price, the price that you desired, how would you feel in the moment? Your level of confidence saying it and holding space for that person, where would that be at? Would you be the type of person that be like, it's 20,000. And then if they say, that's too much, you're like, okay, no problem, bye. Or would you be in the container holding them in a way where, of course, they feel scared and that doesn't shake you, that doesn't wobble you, that doesn't scare you, that doesn't make you want to get off the phone, that doesn't make you have thoughts about them or about you or feel like you shouldn't be charging that. Because that is how my clients feel when they go through their sales calls now. They are so confident in their ability to hold space for their clients and their wobbles, because we coach on that. And so so next week we're going to coach on that. I'm going to show you how to get super grounded in your price. But now I want to see what's your confidence rating right now. Bella says 2.5. I love the honesty. Terrence is 10. Amazing. Natasha says 5, never mind. Taryn says, I was also a mental health therapist previously, so holding space is natural. And that's what's so exciting about all of you. What I love about my people, my audience, the people that are attracted to me, is that you're also highly qualified to hold space for healing, for transformation for your clients. But we just need to have you translate those abilities and those already existing skill sets to your sales conversations, because that's all that sales really, the whole sales process is holding the belief for your clients and holding that space so that all their shit can come up and it doesn't shake you and you can lovingly hold space. That's how I do high ticket sales. That's how people pay me $120,000 for one-on-one coaching. That's how people were paying for my one-on-one coaching even when I was charging $50K, $40K. That's how my clients who charge $25K, $20K, like that's the process that we go through. We don't use scare tactics. We don't use fear. We just use what we're really good at, which is holding space for transformation and holding the belief for people. And so I'm going to teach you, we're going to go deeper into that next week as it relates to your price. we're not going to talk about sales specifically, but I'm going to talk about pricing, which is the most important thing for you to feel really confident in your sales. So that I want to make sure that you guys bring your rating so that by the end of day 3, you notice how different how much higher your confidence is in just saying the price and feeling like, of course, is a no-brainer for my people. Okay, perfect. And then the last thing, okay, let's do it. The last thing, people just keep joining. So watch the replay. If you just got here, watch the replay. So the last thing is the most important thing, and we touched on a little bit, but I want you to rate your confidence in your ability to market your offer and talk about it in 100 different ways. When you sit down to write content, when you sit down to plan a live stream, when you sit down to write launch emails, how do you feel? Do you feel like, oh, I have so much to share and I know exactly how to articulate it to attract the right people? Or are you like, oh, I don't even know if this is going to work. I don't know what to say. There's so much to say. I don't even know. Where are you at with that? Terrence is still honing on my marketing information overload. That's something that we do inside Magnetize and Monetize. I show you how to not over teach, because this is also something that my people, all of you, struggle with sometimes. And is you have so much wisdom to share, which is amazing. You don't like those boring ass webinars. You don't like those shitty ass like trainings where people just sell you on shit. You actually want to give value. You want to give people a transformation. You want to walk away feeling like you gave your best, like you're proud of what you created. And what happens with that, when that happens, is you overteach. You go into overloading your clients in your marketing with information, with concepts, with things that are fluffy or hard to understand, or that your client is just not at the level where they can really understand. And so that's when they're like, that doesn't feel like it's what I need right now. Meanwhile, you're like, this is exactly what you need. But they don't get it. And so that's why the marketing piece is so important, for you to understand how to use precise messaging, which is what we're going to talk about next week, to create this gap and this desire for people to see, oh, she totally gets me. I know exactly where, she knows exactly where I'm at. She or he knows exactly where I'm at. And I know that what I need to do now is to work with her. So let me apply. So you're going to stop hearing things like, so you're so inspirational. It's so nice to see you online. You really give me energy. You're going to stop hearing that only. And then you're going to start hearing people say like, okay, so what does it look like to work with you? And not only that, but the thing that I want you all to know is that I don't specialize in giving you any type of client or helping you create any type of client. We want clients who are empowered, clients that you actually want to work with, no clients that feel draining, that feel like a heavy lift. And so right now you may be attracting clients, but what you're craving is supporting, elevating the quality of clients that you attract. And the easiest way to do that is by noticing what language you're using that is attracting the clients that you currently are attracting, and what needs to change in order to attract a higher level client who would see a premium offer as, of course, that's what I want. Of course, that's what I need. And so rate yourself in your language. And I'm going to teach you some principles next week that are going to help you like close that gap so that you can start using language that attracts empowered clients. Natasha says, I hate fluff. Yes, I love teaching. So it's great, but now we just need to work on your ability to create conversions, not just teach people. Because I want all of you to think about, I know that you have such a giving heart. I know that you want to change the world with what you have to offer, which is awesome. And also, you're not changing the world if people can't work with you. You're giving them a false sense of satisfaction with all these free live trainings, and they actually go away and they can create a result on their own because they need your coaching. They need to implement and they need to apply. They need to be held. And so it's so important to really not overteach and understand where is the line in order for you to create a desire in their minds. So I have a call that started 6 minutes ago. I was so in the flow, so I need to run. But I want to remind you to make sure that you bring your ratings to next week for the Premium Client Accelerator, where we're going to go deeper into each one of these aspects so that you can literally start after the 4 days. Your confidence is going to go so much higher that you're going to be able to feel so much deeper into your ability to sell an offer, sell a premium offer, sell the premium price that you want without having to wait months and months and months to attract a client, okay? So I love you all so much. Thank you for coming here. It's been an amazing pleasure. I gotta go to my call. Mwah! I'll see you next week. Bye.